Why can I be so confident that the price of silver will keep going up as it has been doing at the same rate for the foreseeable future? Look how much silver's gone up in the last 6 months. I'm saying that will continue at the same pace in all currencies around the world. Why can I be so confident? Because there's a race to the bottom. What is Dave Silver talking about? A race to the bottom. What's he talking about? There's a race to the bottom for all currencies. All currencies are in a race. The Japanese yen, the US dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, British pound, European euro, Swiss franc, the Chinese yuan, Russian ruble. They're all in a race to the bottom. Whoever gets lower than the other one is winning. If you're a debtor nation. If you've not got debt, but you're actually got savings, you don't want to lower your currency, then you want strong currency, but no countries like that. They've all got debt. And this is a race to the bottom. Japan is winning because Japan's got the most debt. Japan's got 260% debt to GDP, which is absolutely phenomenal. America's only just over 100%. So if Japan's got 260% debt to GDP and they're in a race to the bottom, they're winning the race. They are winning. They're winning the race. Come on, Kiki, big dog. Come on. Kiki, come on, big dog. Good girl. And I think they're going to continue to win. And this is why the price of silver will keep going up and up. Come on, Kiki. Stay with me. You'll be all right. When I say that they're all in a race to the bottom, they're all lowering against real things, against silver. US dollar now, silver is $113, about $115. Soon we'll be having $200 silver celebration parties. And there'll be a few more this time. People are contacting me, can I come and give a presentation? Yeah, I'd be happy to. And we're celebrating the currencies going down. The other way to say currencies is promissory notes. Promissory note systems are all going down, and it's a race to the bottom. Japan is winning the race. It will continue to go down. I think Japan will continue to win. They're going to continue to increase it. A lot of these countries now, if they were smart, they would just be expanding the currency supply and buying silver. I mean, they can. There's no limit how much they can type in. They can type in any amount they like. 1 billion promissory notes. Pounds, dollars, euros, yen. Let's make it 10 billion. Okay. Type one more zero in, press enter. 10 billion digital promissory notes just out of thin air. There's no limit. Why not make it 100 billion and go and buy silver? That's what India's doing. India's very aggressively buying silver. And they're all in this race to the bottom. This is why I can be so confident. Real things, silver, is going to keep going up at the current rate it is going up. All you have to do is buy silver. Make sure you buy real silver. Take it out of available supply. There's going to be really extreme shortages soon. It's going to be very hard. And if you own physical silver, you'll be in a very happy position. And just sit and watch the chaos. I predict lots of chaos 2026. 2027, I think it will all climax and come to a head in proper currency crisis. Maybe even hyperinflation in one of these currencies around the world. And then the largest debtor nation wins. Japan will be the winner. 260% GDP, debt to GDP. And the yen, if they get to the finish line first before America, finish line is when zero. Race to the bottom. The yen collapses, the debt's gone. There's chaos. Everything's washed away. Everything you've been paying in for, if you've been paying into a pension, it's all washed away. Insurance, ownership, stock market is all just gone. ETFs, if you've been foolish enough to buy ETFs or cryptos, mining shares, they'll all be nationalized. Mexico's the largest producer of silver in the world. They're going to nationalize all these mines, and anybody who's bought shares in these mines, I've invested shares in this mine. Well, too bad. Mexico don't care about your bit of paper or your virtue. It's all washed away. It's the Great Reset, and it is coming. I think it will be 2027. It's what I've said for a long time in my interviews from years ago, when people said, "Why so long? Why wait till 2027? Don't you think it'll be sooner than that?" I said, no. I said it'll all really come to a head in 2026, and then it will actually happen in 2027. And I'm sticking to that. What will it be like? Well, it's going to be downplayed in the media. They're going to come up with all kinds of excuses. There's a bit of a problem in the banking system. There's a bit of a problem in this. But don't worry, we've got this new central bank digital currency system all up and running. You'll get it for free on your cell phone. Yeah, your bank account will be gone, but everything will be transferred to start with the 1-to-1 ratio. Your debt and your savings will go into the new CBDC. I've used the name Star Coin in the past just as a name, but it won't be called that. Obviously, they'll have some fancy other name for it. But it will go over to this new system. Kiki, this way. Come on, Kiki. Kiki, this way. Good girl. I don't think it will be a smooth transition. They're going to try and make it as smooth as possible. The banks can all collapse. The derivative bubble will burst. This derivative bubble is hundreds of trillions. In fact, no, it's quadrillions now, isn't it? It's quadrillions. The promissory note system has just kept expanding to quadrillions. The only way out is a great reset and start again with a new system. I think it will be chaos. And my answer to all this is so simple. It's just you keep a simple life. Don't have too much in the system. You want to be sitting on the sidelines, on your lawn chair, eating popcorn, watching the chaos. And you have physical silver that is private and anonymous in your own possession. Nothing else will survive. Any paper or digital illusion of anything will be washed away in the Great Reset. If you have debt, you may think, oh, it's good to have debt and it'll all be washed away. Well, not if it's mortgage or collateralized debt obligation. So you've got, like, someone's got a property portfolio, and I've got all these properties, buy-to-lets, with big mortgage. Oh, the debt's going to be wiped out and I'll be left with these. I'll own them outright. No, you won't. They're going to revalue that debt to new CBDCs and you'll probably lose. That's not fair. How come sovereign debt's been wiped away? The banker's debt's been wiped away. This is what they're going to do with all the derivatives. They've got the good banks and the bad banks. All the silver short position that owe people all those silver. They'll put those in a few bad banks that are designed to collapse. Move all the good things out to JP Morgan and those ones, all the good assets. And then they'll just let those banks collapse. They will let the bad banks collapse. All the derivatives, all gone, wiped away. All the obligations where they owe silver, the short position, all gone, wiped away. It's not fair. It's crazy. And this is the point of my channel, is to point out the fraud. Call out the fraud of promissory notes. You can use promissory notes now, but you're just calling out the fraud, that it is all nonsense. It's a crazy, stupid system. And there are those who try to defend it. No, it's legitimate money. And this guy, Raynard Wilson, he tries to say, no, you can't just expand the supply out of thin air. That's ridiculous. He tries to say there's a set amount of pounds in the world and it never goes up. That's ridiculous. Well, he is wrong. He recommends you buy ETFs, and he says it's the most absurd thing to do to buy real physical silver and take it out of available supply. He says buy ETFs. Then he bought Bitcoin. I think do not listen to people like that. Be very careful who you listen to. If you want to take interest in my work, I can help you write promissory notes in a way that nobody loses anything. You're just expanding the supply of promissory notes in the world. And I say take real physical silver and copper out of available supply and just be patient. Sit on the sidelines and wait. I think 2027 there's going to be all kinds of chaos. There'll be a new system rolled out, but it will be chaotic, and who knows the kind of chaotic things. So make preparations for that. I think store a reasonable amount of food. I'm a prepper. A reasonable amount of food. Have rainwater harvesting systems in place. I've got log burner, solar panels and a battery. These things. Get a reasonable amount of preparedness for the chaos we're going to see next year. Well, actually all this year as well. 2026 and 2027, there will be slow burn chaos, just like when Nero was playing on his fiddle while Rome burned. I think the whole world is slowly going to collapse. The financial system will collapse. There will be some crazy things happening. They want a soft landing and a smooth transition. I think it won't be smooth. I think there'll be several attempts to rejigger the system. However it will play out, Nobody knows. Even the central planners who are planning this, they don't know how it's going to play out in reality. But all you need to do is take real silver and copper out of available supply, hold it privately, anonymously, reasonable amount of preps. I think store some long life food. Think about water, think about heating, think about preps. Reasonable, don't go over the top, just level-headed, keep reasonable. Keep taking silver out of available supply and sit on the sidelines and watch as the banking system slowly collapses. It will happen. So we make sure it's turned on. Now we can charge that even inside the promissory now. Put it right in the corner there, and this has to cover it completely. So put that like that. Now here we go. Let's put this. I need 2 hands really.